Hi everybody, welcome again. In today's session we're going to talk the way to create the table in a database. I hope we enjoyed the previous session. We talk about how to create a database. So now in our created database called the student, we are going to now create our table in our database. So keep in mind that if you are first time to see this video, please pause it and just find the first video on how to create the database. So now in order to create the table, we need database. So database is just a collection of the tables. So tables are just created within the database. So now keep in mind that to create our database, just come in your database cmd commands. Now from here, let's create our database. So create our database, just let's create database, then database name. Our database name will be a student, then terminate. Now one row affected, we have created our database called the student. Now we're going to use our database student. Now database changed. Now we are in the student. So from the student we have our database just called a student. So from there we can create our table, and let's see the syntax of how to create the table. The syntax of how to create the table we use as you see this command. So first of all we say create. We say create, then this is a command. You must keep in mind that we create words, we create the table, and then after say you create the table, we must specify the name of the table. The name of table can be employee, can be customers, can be orders, can be whatever the case. That's going to be as we need. And here we just open the parentheses, and within this parentheses we just going to write the column 1 and just to specify the data type. For example, if we say this is age, so age in integer data type. So if we say name, if we say this is a column contain the name, so the data type can be a varchar or character. On the other hand, we know as a string, and this means that we can add more according to your large table you need. So for me, I just try to show this column 1 and column 2, but according to your table you can create more and more. And then lastly, you just close our parentheses and you make sure you remember to terminate it. So now let us try to create a simple table called the customer. Our simple table called the customer. Or yes, let us create a simple table called the customer. Just go in your command as you say create table. Then table name, as you see, you say customer. Customer. So open this one and just press enter. Now we're going to say first of all customer ID. Oh, you say yes, customer ID. Customer underscore ID. So this customer ID is in data type of integer. So you must say int. After that int, just put the comma, just press enter to continue with another values to enter. So now we say maybe the first name. Let I say first name, and the first name, this is varchar data type. Varchar data type. Data type, and you must specify the size of our varchar. This string can be, say, maybe 50, and then right there this one, and also maybe you have the first name and just say the last name. Also specify the data type, will be the varchar as well as, and then specify the length. Also can I say 50. Okay, now we proceed with, maybe you can say city, seats or country. You can say seats, country, maybe country, country, and this would be the varchar as well as specify the size, maybe say 20. Now as you see, let's lastly end up with gender. Gender can be also varchar. This can be maybe 10. And this is the last row. In last row we didn't put any kind of colon. We say we close our parenthesis, created parenthesis, this one. Now we close it, and then you say terminate. So from there just press enter. Wow, as you see, row affected. Now we have also created a database. So now we have our database called the student, and in the student we have the one table called the customer. So keep in mind that we didn't insert any kind of data in your table. So in order to insert the data in your table, we must use the command of how to insert. We then go step to step, and make sure if you have a question, please leave your comments below, and I can help you. As you see, we're creating our table, and now we are going to insert that in a table. So we have our table, nothing it is contained. So now we are going to create it, to insert the data in a table. So the command used to insert the data is just called the insert into the table name. Now our table name is customer, and the column 1 we say as you created it, this is the customer ID. Now we have the first name, last name, and the value we can specify. The ID can be 01, the first name can be Juma, the last name can be whatever the case. So now we can say let's insert the first row and see how it look like. Now we say insert into our table name. We say that's customer. We set what? We set first of all we have the customer ID. 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 Also have the first name. We have the last name. We have the country. We have the country. Also have the gender. Now we're going to specify the values. So the first is customer ID, and the customer ID can be maybe let I say 01, and this is integers, so the numbers we didn't surround with a quotation or double colon, whatever the case, but we say leave it blank, comma, to separate. The first name can be maybe Juma. Yes, Juma. Let's say Juma. The last name can be John. And this, keep in mind, this is a string. So if it's a string, we must put in this quotation Juma. Then put a comma. We say John. Juma, John. Or Juma Shaban. So Shaban. this one, Shaban. Shaban and Juma Shaban. The rest is country, Tanzania. And the gender is male. From there, now we terminate and just press enter. As you see, wow, one row affected. So, and this we just adding the first name of the student. So to add another name of the student, you can click up arrow to root in the to turn back in writing command, and now from here you can change it some values. You can say maybe this will be the female. You can change it to the female, and this can be also Tanzania, and this can be name can be Saidi, and this name, the first name can be Asha, and this name will be 0. Press enter to see. Now we add another. So let's try to add another. Just click the up arrow. As we see, now let's add another one. Called maybe Ali. This will be Al, and the first name will be John. John, and this ID number can be 3. Now as you see, wow, we have inserted our item. So the next things is we're going to see we have created we have inserted our data. So how can I see our inserted data? So now we work with something called command. Used it to see the available data in the table. We use the something called select all from the table name. Now our table name is customer. So in order to see your created or inserted data in your database or in your table, you must use the select all, and this star means all the item inserted, you must select it. Now say select all from table name, and table name is called the customer. Now terminate the person as well. As you see, now our table called the customer. We have the customer ID, we have the first name, last name, country, gender. Now as you see, so we have 3 rows, 1 row, 2 rows, 3 rows. So as usual, in order to add another details of the someone else, you can add and more details. As that's how to see the data in the database. So let's proceed to see another command that we can use in the table. As keep in mind that we have something that's called if you want to modify an existing record in your table, you have your record as just inserted in the table. So now we want to modify, we want to change it. For example, with some command, just call the update, and then you update what you update the table name, and just we set our column with the values, and the column another column, and depending with the number of columns that you want to make modifications, and just to say where the condition is. For example, see here we have something called, for example, in the first name, our first name is called Juma. So let's type from this name to modify this name to be maybe John. No John, let I say maybe Petro. Yes, or Petro, even Peter, whatever the case. So let I change this name. So change that name. We say, as you see, we're going to use this command update and set the table, and so from there we just are going to write the single command to change this that. So as you see, I try to write it. So to change that name, we say update. Update table name. Our table name is called the customer. Our table name is customer. Now we're going to set. Going to set the first column is called the first name. Set the first name. First name is equal to the value of the first name we have as in our table. We have someone you call the value in our table is Juma. So we say apart from say Juma, we say the first name, this surrounding quotation, first name is Juma. Now where the first name to be is Juma there, so we want to change this name from Juma to be maybe Bakari, and then you say where there's condition where customer ID customer ID is equal to 1. Now I press enter to see. Okay, as you see, okay, one row affected, rows match G, one change G from there. So let I now try to say to select all from the table to see if we have any changes. So maybe say select sorry, now we say we have some mistake here. Okay. Okay, let's see our created data. We say select all from custom. Now as you see, the name changed from Juma to Bakari. The name changed from Juma to Bakari. So let's proceed with another thing. So as you see, there's modification. So let's work with another command. For instance, if you want to delete an existing record in the table. So if you want to delete an item in your table, we use this command, say delete from the table name or table with customer, and then where condition. So keep in mind that in this condition, be very serious and be careful, because if you didn't write this condition and you say delete from the table, all the data in the table are going to be deleted. So make sure you specify the condition, which one you want to work with, the first one. So in our case I'm just going to delete the first row. So maybe I'm saying delete from a table name called customer, where as our condition is where customer ID customer ID is equal to 1. Now as you see, so if we just one row affected, so that I try to show if one row is be deleted. So you select all from custom. Now I see you have only 2 rows. So the first row were all deleted. As you see, the first row deleted. So keep in mind that make sure you press the button below that you read the subscribe, and if you have some problem or challenge, please make sure you leave your comment below and I can help you. So let's proceed with our session. Now from there we are going to maybe if we want to add, as you see, to add the delete column. As you see, we just work with how to deal with the existing record. Now we'll talk about the column. So if we want to add the column or to delete the column, so what do we do? So when we talk about the column, I mean that this is a column. This is a column. So the first column is custom ID column. Column 1, column 2, column 3, column 4, column 5. So if you want to delete this column or you want to add another column, what things you can do it? So now is things that you're going to do now. As you see, the syntax of how to do so, see, as you see now, first of all, you say command used. So if you want to delete, to modify, whatever the case, we have command called the alter table. In alter table we can do more and more, but the first things you start with is called the alt example to add the column, in the table. So command used to add the column in the table, we say alter table, then table name, after that say add. In order to add, you specify, you add the column name and plus data type. So let us see how to do it. So you can say alter table. You say alter table, then our table name is called the custom. Table name is called custom. Now we want to add column, so we say add. We add, as you see, we are going to add a column name. Which name of column? Maybe we're going to add something called age. Column will be age, and you must specify age will be int. Now as you see, we added our column called age. Now if we want to see it, say select all. Select all from custom. Now see, we have called another column age, but keep in mind we didn't insert any values in age. So if we want to fulfill this detail of the age, for instance, you can say, as keep in mind we talk about something called updates. In update you can set it. In update you can set it. So let's try to set those data. So say update update. We update yours. We update the table. Our table name is called the customer. In customer, we're going to set. We're going to set your the age. You see, I said age. So the age, this kind of integer. So we say maybe this I shall have 20 age, comma. So from there, now we say where, specify our condition now, where custom ID, where customer ID is equal to 2. Now as you see, row matched it. So also let's change, say customer name to be ID to be 3. So in this John, we're going to change to put the number of age, maybe we say maybe 24. Now as you see, so if we want to see that I say select all from custom. Now as you see, wow, as you see, you have 2 rows and you have inserted the age. Wow, as you see, the easier way to work with this database. So we're going to proceed with how you can also create the new table using the existing table. So now we have an existing table called the customer. So now from the customer, let's create another table called the employee. So the syntax we're going to use is, as you see, we say create. We just say create. You can end up here. We just say create the table. The new table just customers as select column 1, column 2 from existing table. So now from here we're going to create another things just call the employee. And see now from existing table name. So our existing table name we just call the customer. That's existing. That's our existing table name. So now we say maybe will be the select. We say maybe the first column. Maybe the column 1 will be the something called maybe the first name. The first name, comma last name, and the country. Always at the end. And the customer. And our new database name will be employee. Pressing as well. Wow. Okay, 2 rows affected. Now we have called another table called the employees. To see the detail found in the employee, say select all from employee. Now as you see, wow, that's how to create the table from the existing table. A simple way to create the table from the existing table. Now let's proceed with another session, but please let's pause it. If you have some question, leave a comment below. and support my channel by subscribing, commenting and share with your friends, so as to be the first to get the notification of the upcoming video. So now, as you see, we are also create another table. The next things is just something called syntax to drop the database, to drop the table. So if you want to drop the table, as you say, drop the table, then the table name. Now we are created the table called the employee. So let's say drop it, delete it. Let's say drop table, then table name. Now, wow, as you see, if you say select all from employee, as you see, error, table student does not exist. No such employee table. Why? Because we drop it, we are removing it. Let's see the other things. Now to delete data in the table without deleting table itself. So assuming that you have your table and you have something you call we have our table, and you want to only create, as you see now, say select all from, say, custom. As you see, this is our table, so my aim is just going to delete only entirely data and remain with the table. So to do so, that we use something called truncate table name, truncate, then table name. My table name is custom. This is going to erase all data from the table, but table itself remains. As you see now, query affected. So if we say now select all from the customer, as it doesn't see empty set, means that we have we didn't have any record inserted. So from there, now we're going to end up our session by if you want to maybe to drop or this table, the next and the last things, if you want to delete it, say just drop table, just drop table, then table name, you just go to custom. Wow, we are also deleting everything. Now we are over. So in order to exit in this, say exit. Now we exit and say bye. Now we are out of database. So from here also we say exit. We close our assembly like that, and now this is the ending of this video on table. So see you when you see me, but remember to like and to subscribe my channel. I wish you all the best. Have a nice day. Bye bye.